Alright, what's up, everybody? Daddy here, hanging out with some friends. We got some friends up in here. Goose, keyboard, lunch, say hello to everyone.
Hello.
We're gonna hang out, do a little bit more VOD review. We did this last week. I thought it was fun. So we're gonna do it again. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This week we're gonna check out Tier 1 East match from last night. I casted it. It was a lot of fun. I remember the whole time I was watching, and I just really is like super pumped up and exciting. Exciting for a couple reasons. One, we have some up and coming queens. They just started out in tier 1 for their first seasons, came up from tier 2. So this is a repeat of tier 2 East finals from last season. They're coming back now as tier 1 teams. So rematch from last year's finals. It was a grand old show. Those finals were insane too. So that was
one of the only ones that was a reset, right?
I think so. I'm pretty sure they did reset it. I think you're
wow.
right.
Yeah. That's cool.
I think, if I remember correctly, only Flaps came through winner's side. Whiskey was down in losers. Came back, reset it. But then Polar Poetry and the Only Flaps crew ended up taking it back. So everybody got the stream up. Y'all ready to bounce into this?
Let's go.
Ready.
All right. So keyboard, you're joining us for the first time. I'm gonna have this playing.
Yes.
Everyone can see it. If you wanted me to pause, rewind something, you thought something was dope, just let me know and we'll do that.
Just yell
Cool.
at her.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Listen. All right. Well, let's go.
Really exciting.
I don't want to hear
to
myself
get
again. Shut up.
Isn't that the word?
Shut up.
Yeah.
Isn't that the word?
Yeah.
That was insane. I think it has my live Twitch up. God, this is awful. Stop. There it is. Well, it works. It works. I know what I'm doing. Gosh, don't you? All right. I think it works now. Much better. Okay. Yeah, that's weird because I had that open, but I guess because I went live and anyway, technical difficulties aside, there they go. Does that look okay for you guys now too? I turned off your...
Honestly, at least through Discord.
Oh,
I don't know if you've got the ability to improve.
my quality.
Yeah.
All right, let me pause this really quick.
It's a little
Stand by
blocky.
as we do some technical difficulties. Let me see video.
Yep.
How's that cooking so far?
It looks
Much better.
Much better?
At least for me. Yeah.
It's better. The squares are smaller.
Small.
Let's see.
It's not. Yeah, it's. I don't know.
Do you want to hop into the... I mean, we did this in this Discord last time.
It could work. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm
It might be
scared.
tricky to read names, but
Why is this happening?
I think the other Discord's like more upgraded, so you can
Yeah, but
stream in better frame rate.
We streamed in this Discord last time too.
It wasn't the best quality.
Oh, well, let's
Yeah.
let's go. I'm
Okay.
hopping down to a 6-player lobby. 6-player lobby 1.
Cool.
Oh, hey.
All right, let me know how that one's cooking.
Seems to.
Better.
Yeah, that's better.
Much better.
Much
All
better.
right, fuck yeah. Okay, cool. So we're starting here on Split. So Polar known as a super aggressive queen, I would say. And Cranked really is a queen to use his warriors. Really good at gate control. Flanked with
Nice.
some super solid warriors. So gonna get a speed dirt bucket out for them. Which you don't.
Is that their first warrior?
It is. It is. While Blue just like annihilated those beans. They went in so quickly.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that was-
I didn't
that
even
was quick
realize
tops.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, but with Webby, so right, like Webby and Fungul, Webby is especially known for beans. That's a quick 4 beans. And like,
Yep. Webby snagged one from the
Oh,
side. Polar knocked one
Polar!
in. That's. Yep.
Unfortunately, I think like something we've talked about in the peeps before is like at the start, if we can get our warriors out and stop their top berries, we've like completely
huge.
won the open. But if you let their berries get too far in the jump and you don't get a warrior out quick enough, like you're screwed.
It's a
I think
losing battle, yeah. It's hard.
Yeah. Great pressure there from Polar and great gate control.
I like Webby throwing the berries down too.
Yep.
That's good.
He definitely had the time to do that too, right? Like he's solo
Uh-huh,
running, and they have such great map control right now.
They have 2 queen lives too, so there's plenty
Yeah,
of
2
time.
queen lives.
Yeah.
Boom, Webby's down there, cranking them in now. Like, get that flood going.
I think if I was gold team too, I would just stop. I would be like, fuck the berries, and I'm only focusing on getting out mill at this point, especially as soon as the queen goes down to last. Which looks
And there's like 2 berries down there to the bottom left, and there's only like 2 berries left.
yeah.
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 Yeah, they're playing on the gold team playing on the back foot there from the start. I love the 2 code tops. What do you guys think about 2 on that map specifically, 2 berry runners starting top beans? Is there like a trade off? Do you think?
I think there's a big trade-off.
Oh, there he is.
Hi.
Hey.
It's looking a little crunchy on Discord, but I can see it just fine on.
Stream's like a
Twitch.
few second delay, so I'm kind of watching the stream now.
Yeah. But I think on Split, so the like bonuses you get from having 2 running top berries it's like huge. You just like run away with the game if you have 2 people putting in top berries and you get like half of the tops in right away. It's just like can't really understate how big that is.
So what do you think? What do you think you need to do in order to facilitate? I'm just gonna rewind to the map so we can be looking at it while we're talking about it, even though we know what happens. What do you think?
You see in the
need-
beginning.
So,
Go ahead.
What do you
okay.
think you need to facilitate that at the open?
So you need to make sure that the other queen does not come through and kill both of your top runners, because they're in the same spot. All they have to do is go into your nook, kill the close runner, and then the other guy who's thrown from the middle, they don't have like anywhere to run, and the queen can just outrun them to anywhere they're trying to go. So you need to make sure that if you are going to have 2 running tops, that somehow the queen is delayed at least long enough. Like one thing we do sometimes on the gang is I will run bottom berries, and if I will watch our queen and their queen off of the open, and if they pass each other, I go and run bottom berries, because if they pass each other, then their queen can just go take apart our top berries, and like I'm not gonna get any, and we're gonna get like 2 in total and then die. But if they don't pass each other, and maybe they have like a little standoff, or even better, if our queen gets a kill, then
Huge.
then there's enough time, and you can pivot from falling all the way down and climb back up to where the snail is, and start throwing top berries.
I like
Tucking
that.
berries in.
I like
I don't
that.
think you can do it every time, because if a team knows what you're gonna do, it's pretty counterable, I guess. So you have to like switch it up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think what makes it strong as an option is you've got several options as that runner. I think you should always have one in the nook and one going for a safe gate. But that other runner has the option to throw top berries. They have the option to throw bottom berries, and they also have the option to go to the other team's like sword gate and cause problems there, or maybe get 2 up. And I think the like real strength of that pivot strategy is when you mix it around with the other ones.
I like it. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing though, right? Is you have to have that awareness, one, of like, okay, is our like, it's a gamble but I think it's essential to have your queen matching the other queen, like another team's queen on the open, specifically if you're trying to ensure that your top berries are getting in. Because, like, for instance, Peanut, like 9 times out of 10 is always going to fight in that wrap because he's so damn good at it. He's always winning tides, and he knows how to space himself so that if his berry runners are throwing berries, that he's never in their way, but he's still taking space. And I think that he does it particularly well. I think if you don't, like, if your queen is not matching that, if you're like on the opposite side, you're like always going to die. So it has to be, I feel like that's what makes that open so hard, because if the queens aren't matching specifically in that wrap, it's so tough, because they can come through and like immediately take down your drones, and they can even, if they're fast enough, they can even get your first safe warrior, right? So
Yep. Yeah, I think there definitely needs to be some level of challenge. I know queens have like the eternal struggle of, do I stay and defend mine, or do I go and attack theirs? I feel like a little bit of a standoff to get 1 or 2 tops and maybe give the close gate a chance to get up is pretty good. Like hanging out over the eggs so that you have the ability to throw in if you want. But I don't know, that's a challenge for the queen as well.
yeah, as a queen, Lunch, is there a particular open that you prescribe to, or do you like to mix it up?
I like to fight tops, because like what we've been saying this whole time, if you don't stop their top berries, you're gonna have a bad time, even if like you just try to delay it a little bit. Because I'm not particularly good at fighting up top there, ask Goose. My game plan is just to die, it seems like. But even if you just go in there and like block some berries, you don't even have to necessarily fight. I'll just scoot over to the other teams. I'll try to force my way over to the other team's nest and not even necessarily fight, just take up space, and I'll try to block the berries as they come in, because like we've said, a berry that doesn't get into the top hive, that's good. That's what you want, to stop their top berries. Then at the same time, that helps my team get their berries in. Helps them with their throws as well.
Awesome.
Then if you are losing, sometimes if you like know that you're losing that, you can't get it going, I like to go to the far gate and stop their warrior from getting up, if you are losing that. But then immediately go back to legend tops.
Yeah, I think that's a key to that, right? If you're gonna cross, you need to immediately double back.
Stop them from getting up, then you go ledge to top. Even if you don't stop them, just try, but straight to berries.
Yeah, if you pass, first priority is making sure they don't get a shield sword, and I guess second is making sure they don't get a sword.
Yeah. I think something, even I'm usually the ledge on my squad, and I think something that I struggle with sometimes is I'll come out and then I'll immediately like start looking for like low babies to kill, like on my way up to the top, and sometimes I just get like stuck in that. And then in the meantime, if they are running double taps, they just like, they're still getting beans in because there's someone else doing that. And like that's something I have to constantly remind myself of while I'm doing this. Is like, no, you need to just go straight there, like run, like assume your queen hasn't gotten there and just like run.
Yep.
All right, split, or sorry, tally fields. Tally fields. I restarted my stream. Let me know if it was any better for you guys. I don't know.
Oh, I think so.
I'm just watching your Twitch stream now.
All right.
Yeah,
behind.
it's better on Twitch.
It's only a few seconds behind, honestly.
Yeah.
I can still talk about concepts just fine.
Yeah. Early berry push for gold. This team specifically, like with It Was Luck. I think It Was Luck just. I don't think anybody sleeps on him. I just think like he deserves so much more credit for like being an all-around just dope player. It's not even just the gun. Like his beans are insane. I think he's really like a solid linchpin for this Whiskey Business team, because he is like a true flex player, and he can come out and just do anything. So But the gun in particular is just so exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, Dirt Bucket playing really well with the mace there.
Yeah,
There's a
that's
lot of tricky movement. You kind of like doing it was like perfect spacing against the queen with a mace there. Honestly, like
Yeah.
you want to like stay a bit below the ceiling so that you can decide whether to go up or down based on what direction they're doing it again.
Yeah.
Like you either survive or you get a kill because they're like trying to where like you shouldn't be, I guess.
Yeah. But blue team doing, oh my god, that throw. I'm gonna back up for a second. Blue team did a really great job about like pushing it back. I think blue team has done quite a few times. Oh my god, it was like that throw. They did quite a few split strats specifically on Tally last night that I was super impressed with. And Webby's also one of those drones that we were talking about that like do anything.
That was.
I'm gonna come
That
back.
header from it was luck to get that barrier
Yep.
up there. That
Oh
was...
yeah, dude, he
Yeah.
practices those things. Like it's insane. Oh, unfortunate.
Damn.
Polar's gotta go kick it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty sick, though. I've never seen that before.
Warby Legend for life takes out the queen to last two, but it was luck
Ooh.
finding his
Oh,
way
the shots.
through.
Dang.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll throw berries. You can like bank them off the wall, and they'll get on that side platform.
Yeah,
I really
I've seen that,
like
but
the
header.
Yeah,
is
the header
different.
is sick. It like drifted onto the
I wanna
platform.
see it
Yeah.
again. Where is it?
Yeah.
Hold on, where did it go?
Coming.
I'm gonna find it again.
Like I wonder if that's just like spur of the moment because it's really hard to angle your headers. I've noticed like
I think
you gotta be like.
It
super
seems like he
precise.
takes a second to line it
Nah,
up.
he knew exactly
Yeah,
what he
there
was
it
doing.
is.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was calculated
Yep.
as fuck.
Plan.
Oh,
Nice.
Crazy.
shit. Incredible. I think props to the blue spot though, because I feel like Gold's military presence never really went down, and they were still able to like definitely pull it back.
Get those berries in
Yep.
themselves.
Yeah.
And I know we're giving it was like all the credit he deserves. Nice hanging out, waiting for his mill to kind of open up the space, because he was on the other side with his warriors, just kind of like looking for that opening. It was good.
Not forcing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes as a drone, you create more pressure by just sitting there and staring at them.
I
Holding
think
a
I
berry above your
mentioned
head.
that in this stream at one point. Like, it was Luck was pulling a Jame because he straight up just stares. He stares.
I love
You'll
the stare
know it
down.
when you see it. Oh, that's another thing. Both of these teams are looking for the Agent Snake Pod Berry Challenge. They both start at different points in the night on Pod Berries. Fun goal with a great attack over the right
I
gate.
forgot we had that call out.
Yeah. Tokyo Warby out. Warby does just such an incredible job holding space on this map. Her and Cesar Polar Poetry play so well off each other. We're gonna see a little bit of that coming up here. Some baby
This is a risky
attacks.
clash.
It was Luck pulling a Danny, trying to kill all the babies in the wrap, but made the mistake of going for the queen once.
It happens.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful attack there from Crank. And then they start pulling the snail, right? So they kind of... Oh, Webby. They, and Webby just goes on a tear here.
Ooh, you can't let them do that.
Oh, yeah, hold on, I'm going back
No.
to that. Oh, Webby.
Yeah, that kill
Oh,
under the like snail
Webby.
platform. Oh, and
missed
then he
the
goes
kill.
under another, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You are not safe just because you're above them.
Yeah.
Yeah. We looking to go into lockout, but it was Luck is like, no. Chill. They almost went into. So, okay, so let's go right here. This point. They all have only it was Luck out, a vanilla Webby, for blue squad, but they have two warriors. I guess this is the ugly end frame. What are you guys thinking about if you're blue team here? Are you thinking about babies? Are you thinking about hitting it was Luck first? Are you thinking about, okay, maybe we should start snail pressure? Like, what are you guys thinking if you're blue team?
Speed Warrior. Get another one.
Yeah, get another.
Oh, full mill. You're thinking full mill.
Oh,
yeah. Snail's like on their side. Like, not that it's, I don't know, it's, you need like a full lockout before you can start riding Snail, I feel like. Especially against, if they've got a speed sword, they're like gonna be able to cover ground and just snipe that Snail like he does. I think also a bit of a mistake is they go for the fight right away on It Was Luck instead of trying to like claim some space and make him come to them. Like it ends up a fight, I think, that gets taken on It Was Luck's terms.
Yeah.
Yep.
They definitely could have pinched him here. They're set up to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, Fungal starts dashing through the wrap and Warby backs up a little bit. Then it could be a pretty good pinch as long as they're careful of crank diving on Polar.
Yeah, I think here, I think speed might be the thought, a thought for me, but not like, I don't know, not super committed. I might be partial to start the Snail run just because they only have one warrior, and you know that all eyes from that warrior have to be on your Snail for a second. But I can see the full mill being a good play too, for sure. And if you're gold squad, what are we thinking? What if as a gold, you only have one speed warrior out? It was luck, so you know he could definitely play off his queen well. If you're gold team, what are you thinking here?
I'm looking to get up right gate right now because you have two workers respawning right there, and like you said, I'd be looking at where Fungal goes, and we already know where he goes. He goes underneath the goes in the tunnel, so that's prime time. I'm looking to get both my other warriors up, or both my workers up, and I'm above Poetry, so Poetry's kind of probably going to go off or go up to the left more to maybe get over me, so that gives me time to take control over right gate and the right area of the map.
Easily pinch Fungal right now, because they're in position to do that too.
Yeah, if they turned around, that's a kill on Fungal.
Yeah.
As one of the respawning workers, I think you both want to go, like, drop out of the hive and go to the right, and one of them drops down and just goes straight to the gate, but the other one should be looking at that berry that's sitting under the blue hive, because you have the top gate tagged, and if that big fight at the bottom goes really badly, you can at least just climb up and get a mace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super big brain. I love that. I'm super big, especially when we're on lockout, about staying, even as a drone, as high as I can on the map, because I want my queen to stay as high as she can on the map until we can, like, go somewhere together. Because if you're a drone, and they especially have a speed Warby, speed Fungal, if you go anywhere near those gates without like your queen actually with you, you're just gonna get farmed immediately. So I love that's like something I love to do, is drop down and go immediately through that top wrap. The fact that there's a berry there, just like a little cherry on top.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what they do. So,
There it is.
Quick cleanup. Quick cleanup. They went in for it. Didn't execute the pinch. Instead, they play solo, and It Was Luck and Cranked doing some wild shenanigans there.
Yeah, they go into It Was Luck instead of forcing him to come in, and that just leads to him having advantage.
So one thing I'm kind of curious about on Pod in particular, they kind of refer to it as like the Cold War of setting up and just cranking out stuff. Is there any way to break that up? How do you guys approach that? Or do you just kind of let it happen and then just plan on taking the engages later?
So that's usually, on the gang at least, that's usually what my job ends up being.
Is to try and break it up?
If everybody's forming and we're forming at the same time, and I can stop them from getting a speed sword, then it's like worth me dying. Because at least for me, I have a lot of faith in my teammates' mill. I think they're gonna win a 2v2 warrior battle. And if I can get the first trade and disrupt a little bit of the other team's plans, then I think that's like really good. Plus it, like, if you move over to pressure them while they're doing this like separate form thing, like, of course you could just go in and die and be throwing the ensuing team fight, like leave your team in a 2v3.
Right.
But like, I don't know, sometimes you really just gotta feel it out. You at least have to like go over there and kind of pressure near it.
Okay.
See if you can bait something out of it. Bait a bad dash.
Yeah, or at least take ground next to it so that they have to go in a different direction. Like like where you're framed right now, let's just pretend Polar Poetry has his entire team forming on that gate. Where Dirt Bucket is like a perfect spot. Like you can kind of threaten there. And if you could even let them form and threaten there. And the thing is, you're in a hard to clear area, so you could then kind of control where they go. They're more likely to go left towards more of your team, and then you can kind of come in from behind. Or another thing I like to do a lot is the pressure warrior is from where Dirt Bucket is, you can go on the platform directly above the other queen, and you just mirror her dashes. Like she actually just can't get out. Yeah, you can just like stay lined up, but there's the platform between you, and it doesn't always result in a kill. Like their warriors either have to come up and like fight you, or their queen has to go down. It's like one of the two.
I think that's one of my favorite types of fights that you have. I think it happens more often than not on pod. You see it a lot on like Beetle, I guess, is another place. I feel like I have those types of tangos with queens, but it's one of the more interesting because you kind of have to break it, right? Like you're gonna continue mirroring, and they have to do something less predictable, and it forces them to without actually having to attack them. It forces them to have to react to you.
Yeah. And that's usually them going downwards, which if your team is like ready for, they can go Punisher. Yep.
Yeah.
I keep rewinding to this spot again because Polar is about to. I mean, so in this moment, right? You need. They have Speed Snail. They have 2 Speed Warriors. Queen has your head. Going down is not going lower on the map is not ideal, but I think Lunch and Nut talked about this a lot last week. If you can space out those rising dashes, you get that. And that's just, oh my god. It's so painful. You hate to see it if you're gold team.
That was big.
The dashes,
but that was a game changer. Like, that was complete tables here. On last, the man just completely pulled it out.
My friend, in this moment, Polar should just go risk mode. Oh, he did it.
I like the snail push here. I felt like it was weird though, just because gold team was kind of like concerted on the opposite side of the map. And Warby doing exactly what she needs to do. Just go kill the baby, leave. Don't take any other fights, just murder some babies and then leave. She goes back in, okay? But in that moment, I loved what she did.
So just there, I feel like... So normally most of the time you're holding the other team's close gate just because you can easily block the snail and you jump up through the wrap and you can get there pretty safely as a drone. At this point, I feel like I would like to see gold stay a little bit more on their own side. Because I think Cranked, once they kind of get control around here, or not here, but I noticed Cranked went through the wrap to kind of start threatening the other side. I feel like they could have gotten a lot more progress by just really locking down their own this time, rather than spending too much time worrying about the milling up. Because it's kind of that final push, I guess.
Yeah, like, are you going to push the
is where it's like,
snail,
it's better to have all hands on deck to try and get that snail moved as threateningly as possible, rather than potentially getting a pick or getting out of position because you're reaching and dying.
I think it's especially important because when that decision was made for him to go through the wrap and he kind of gave up the snail, there were like 6 berries left.
Yep.
Snail progress is like key right then.
Yeah.
How close was it? I don't like.
It was like under the gate. It was just getting under the gate.
Yep.
Where's the furthest it got? Yeah.
I guess
right there.
Yeah, it was like lined up under the gate.
And then
here.
Here's that conversation we had last week where they opted to get speed.
Here,
I guess
this is where it was. And then Cranked goes up through the wrap right there. That's what...
This is like the conversation we are kind of having last week. Like, he opts to get speed here. I want a vanilla ride. Just move the damn snail. Just go.
I think that was okay because he was under attack.
Well,
and
but
getting in a gate
in the time while they were waiting for that baby to form, Fungul kills both of their warriors. And it's like... Well, it's super unfortunate because, like, I just think they could have had that pressure. And to your point, I think also if Crank stays there with them, as opposed to coming all the way back up.
Exactly.
I think that they had like solid pressure. I don't know. I think I would have preferred.
So I would have.
red.
I agree with getting off the snail and getting in the gate, but I would get a sword there, just a vanilla sword, because they were forming two. Fun was coming into fight, 2 warriors, and they had another one forming on the left. So
Oh, so risky. For
you're
Crank.
about to be in a 3v2 if you get up, and that's like, I don't know. I think any situation where you're up against 2 warriors, you just want more warriors on this map.
I think Crank probably should stay there for sure. They already had 2 warriors though. There's no need to tag gates, I guess, if you have another warrior guarding it.
Yeah, I think that's the trade-off, and I think that that's something I think as like a cohesive, like the entire community. When we think about that, we like go into fight mode, and it's like I think sometimes we just need to slow down at those points. Like, all right, like fortress around this snail and get the push. Like force them to come to you. Like you have every piece that you need to get the snail at this point in, and everybody had positioning. Like they gave up the positioning there. I felt
exactly. Yeah,
I don't hate
like
it. Was luck. I agree with him. He should have gone to the other side. Honestly, for me, you hold more area that way, and it makes the queen come in like just one way instead of that way as well. Personally, I think it was good.
I see Miller looking for gate again. I think that both teams at this point have realized there's like one berry left. Let's just come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Polar being on last, I respect him not taking this fight here. I just rewinded it. I respect him not taking the fight. He might have been able to get a 2-pop there, at least one, but he's like, no. And now he's down to one fun goal. And it turns into Fall Guys. Everyone was just protecting that one bean. Nice on it was like to push it out.
Yeah, I was waiting for Miller one just to get on the snail and like, shit.
Yeah.
I would have grabbed that bean and dunked it. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I'm fucking Oh, I
agree with getting the sword, because like, you know, you have 2 up, maybe we get speed and ride the snail even faster, but like if your warrior's dying, you've got speed, you're just dead. Like
Yep.
Okay, so
No,
there
I
it
do
is.
agree.
Miller Wan takes out that last warrior fun goal. This is exactly I think here if you're gold team, I think you tag team blue warrior, like forget the queen for a little bit. Just put her in a position where she's all alone. Boom, dead, right? And now full reign. Like you have a queen life. Oh, Polar. Oh my god, that turnaround. The rising dashes are strong with this one.
Yep.
Do like what Gold's doing here, because the snail is going to create the pressure to pull Polar in. I think that's better than trying to chase Polar somewhere else in the map.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think one thing here that kind of frustrates me is there's no more berries left. Crank, the left gate doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Right?
Yeah.
Fight with
He
your
goes
team.
tag it.
He goes. He like goes over there, and then he like and I think that's a queen thing. You guys all do it. It's like you keep tagging gates even though you don't need to.
It's
Oh my god, he's still tagging gates.
Yeah, and Polar, bless his heart, like all by himself has just he holds this down for so long, dude. Oh my god, I want you to remember there was 3 warriors and just Polar 20 seconds ago.
Yeah.
The man's a monster.
I like what it was like it's doing.
Yep.
Go bump that queen.
coming.
Yeah. Polar completely clutched that out. I mean, that spacing. I want Crank to just I think at this point, if you're okay, so here Lunchmeat, what do you do here? From both queens, are you? We always tell Penguin like stay at the same level as the other queen, like never let her get higher than you. But what is your move here?
It's kind of a footsie game at this point, because you've both taken swipes at the snail, and I've done this to other queens where you condition them. You're like, all right, I'm gonna take a swipe. You're gonna take a swipe. I'm gonna take a swipe. Then at some point, I like to, instead of taking a swipe, go at the queen, kind of surprise them. That's my game plan when of course, just
and I think that's how Polar got the one on Cranked there. So they were kind of standing off and then went for the long reach and got it.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I want to see these drones do is bump the other drones.
Yes.
I think once you're down to 6 players that can't do anything but ride the snail,
I try to jump on the queen's head. It's like,
jumping on the queen's head and going like, if right there, when everyone was respawning, if Miller one had climbed up to the left, they might have been able to bump some drones, and then maybe there would be more bumps on the blue queen. I don't know.
I think as a worker, you just let your queen do your thing. Don't tell them what to do. It's like they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
Yeah, when famine happens, we just get like completely silent and we're just like bumping. Like, there's no comms left to be made.
We're honestly just laughing because it's.
Yep.
I think Polar clutched out. I mean, anything that you need your queen to do in this moment, that spacing was just absolutely phenomenal. Like spacing away from Cranked for the perfect momentum into that. I think he was like, it almost looks like he was actually looking for the rising dash here too. And then it ended up being that like Crank overextended there a little bit. Just beautiful from Polar. That was his map, 1000%. Those last 30 seconds, that kind of pressure on a queen is just insane. Well done.
Oh, Helix.
Oh, Helix.
Let's see.
Early legends for both teams. Warby doing a little bit of work for Gold, though.
Gold just getting in those berries real fast, though.
Yeah.
Can we go back to the start of this map, actually?
I'm curious to see.
I want to look at something. Oh, okay, I see what happened.
Send one bottom, one flooding.
Yeah.
So Polar does not kill the lower berry runner, is basically what happens here.
Yeah.
I don't think they killed like any barrier runners, but one thing I've noticed, at least against like the best teams, as a person who runs lower berries sometimes on this map, is you usually get one and die.
Yep.
Yeah, because the other queen they'll cross that middle gate and then just come get that berry runner, because you can get in so many berries in such a short time, and this is exactly why.
Yeah, I do want to say though, watching back, I keep rewinding this. Polar getting the double clear on both of those ledges, just beautiful spacing there. And Blue's almost caught up now. Just really great job there from him.
Yeah, I'd say Blue's
they're ahead.
winning right now.
Yeah.
I think Gold got a little berry sickness. They had such a good start, and then they didn't pivot.
Yeah, that's
now
such a
they
huge call.
pivoted.
Okay, I really believe that must have been a mistake or something, because they came out full mill, and they had no reason to, but, I mean, I'm glad that they got themselves established. One goes down pretty quick, too, so it's like they had a berry runner, for like, almost immediately. But... Oh, Polar. He just went into everything. What a throw!
Oh my god, Crank goes in too.
Yeah.
This is one of those,
alright. Wait, this clear! Oh, nuts.
Oh no.
This is exactly what Gold Team needs in this moment.
Oh yeah. I feel like this could be game winning. I don't remember who wins it, but like that's a game winning clear right there. Because Dirt Bucket's about to get some berries in, even though.
No, you thought I want him to. I want him to, but he opts to come out. I don't know. I guess their other ledge had gone down at that point, so I understand it.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
You have to get out,
One
yeah.
main away. Yeah. I think that was the right call from him.
Sure.
But then Luck opts to not come out too, and they're like all like in this time Blue rebuilds.
So I have a question on your guys' opinions. Oh wow. If you go back to where it was like equal berries and both teams, like Gold had 2 ledges in the hive, they had a mace and a sword, and it was like equal berries. What are your thoughts? Do you 2 ledge, or do you have 1 ledge and have the other go for a clear?
I like the other going for the clear.
Yeah.
The call usually for us is if it depends. If your queen has full lives or lives to spare and there's only like 1 or 2 berries left, queen mobility
Yeah.
in the hive is usually much better than if you had sent a sword in there. So sometimes we'll send a penguin over there to do the clearing, and then we'll follow up once they're dead to like with an escort. Like penguin will go back to the hive and double ledge, and then we'll send one to escort at that point. But if like our queen is on last life, yeah, I definitely other team, or definitely one of the warriors going.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think right there, when they got 3 up, I know they're all like trying to ledge. I would have liked to have seen one of them go over and clear the ledge
Yeah.
in their hive.
Both
So they could
queens
maybe
had,
start.
sorry, both queens had full lives until the very end.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I even think it's okay to send the mace and leave the sword to ledge.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've
So you
lately
would
really
send the
liked that.
mace.
Yeah, so with I'd like to, at least with those top areas being the ones you're ledging, the sword is like definitely way more able to survive an encounter with the queen, and also able to like go out and reach people.
Yeah.
But the mace, you can send them down to the bottom and then just rise
Yeah.
up through your own hive, and I love doing that. You can catch people not looking at you.
Yep.
Also, one more time for posterity. I just watch these Webby bumps. Watch Webby, eyes on Webby here. Just insane to get through that. Like,
I
he
would
should
not
have
be
been.
happy if I was
I would
cranked.
be pissed.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'd be pretty grumpy if I was cranked.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
makes
he was
hurts.
sense.
like playing away too.
Yeah.
Oh, good job, Webby. Good on
Yeah.
you.
Fungal had the backup throw too.
Oh yeah, I saw that bouncing throw
Mhm.
coming through too. That was
That's
would've
the
been
right
cool.
one.
Yeah.
Good
Huge
steps, good
stats
steps.
from both sides. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
this whole entire matchup is one of those ones where every single, like, just crazy back and forths. They're super evenly matched. But Polar doing some insane shit on that pod. Really, really fun.
Be quiet, Andres. I don't want people to bump me. Quiet. Forbidden knowledge.
I think worker bumps, and this was like a big thing for a lot of arcade players that came over. They're like, oh my god, if we could bump, it would be so much easier and so much better, because it's just not guaranteed. Like, it's just hard. But yeah, worker bumps are super valuable if you can pull them off. I feel like when they do happen though, it almost feels like it's a symptom of like netcode or like the game not firing
Exactly.
correctly.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like a lot of them end up happening. But
I mean, like that one at the end, they walked into it was luck while the mace was spinning, and like sometimes you just gotta get lucky and have like timing for like the mace is on the other side of them. You can just walk into a mace.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the time it's definitely there is a luck element, but that
Mhm.
doesn't mean you shouldn't go for it. And that doesn't mean that there's not a skill in knowing when it's time to go for it.
yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the opening here because it hurts me for Gold Squad, but the really solid opening for Blue here. They're gonna get It Was Luck out on Mace. I think he wanted, the idea was Beans first, and then they're like, nah, never mind. Because Blue did a great job of getting those sword gates under head. And then it was luck just putting in complete work.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Blue starting those beans. They're going for the Asian snake challenge.
What was the challenge? If you win a pod with beans, he'd like.
Win
you
a pod with
$5 or
beans
something,
without a meme. Without it being a meme.
Oh.
It's always a meme though.
Dude,
Yeah,
when
what-
Webby's getting berries, it's not a meme, dude. It's for real.
Pod berries are memes, bro.
No, Webby's a memester, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Last time I scrimmed against a team that Webby was on, there is an incredible bean strat on BQK. They just made a ball pit. Like they made every berry like loose, no longer like sitting in place, and that map is just like a big funnel. And those beans poured in. It was honestly incredible.
So one thing Gold does here, and I have a feeling that you guys are gonna disagree with me, but
speak,
I
bro.
approve of what Gold does here. So one, they have 2 maces, which on pod I don't approve of, but you know what? It was luck already showed us that he knows what he's doing so far. Great control. I'm here for it. They get speed here. They got a speed dirt bucket, which I'm like, maybe. I think you guys are gonna say that you want full mill here. But he gets speed and he gets on the snail, and I'm here for it. I actually really love this.
I mean, they have 2 ores up now, or
Yeah, and it was like it's killing shit.
I think what makes this work is that Mace is really good at locking out an area. And so by pushing the snail, they can kind of hold better than maybe chasing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I agree, honestly. I'm the first one to say, oh, if they have 2 mil, just get another mil and go kill them. But if you have 2 maces and the snail is wide open and they're trying to run berries on this map,
Yeah, berries take so long.
you can just like guard the snail and get it in the danger zone before they're like making any progress. And they're gonna have to pull that berry runner back.
I'm really hoping that someone clipped this for play of the week because Warby just insane. I'm gonna back it up just a little bit more. Insane patience in the wrap here. I think this is just really great display of what it means to be patient and waiting for the other side. She waited for Polar to get in there, holding the column on the other side. They have that entire team trapped in there. Goes for it and then clears out everything. Great job, Warby. That was just picturesque, dude.
Nice.
Yeah. Gold team just inches away. This is the beautiful drop from it. Was luck in the route too. This is the map. This is the pod they wanted last time. And Crank does exactly what we were talking about before. He does a great job of just staying over in this area, holding height there again. Really, really love to see it. But everything that you don't want to happen in the rap happens because Polar kills everything. But before that, it was going really well.
Yep.
I think if I'm Cranked here, he follows through and goes to the other gate, and I think I just want him, like right here, he's about to do it. I think I just want him to stay with the snail. Like, fuck, like, it's so close, just stay with it. But Miller, of course, follows them and gets it.
I do understand going because it was luck was going for that gate.
Yeah.
And it could have been a team call out or something that they were trying to get that.
Like answering to, yeah.
Because, yeah, I mean, the worst thing to do when the snail is so close is to just die on that hill for no reason without the support. So
yeah,
but punishes are nice too. So
first BQK here. Asymmetrical opens until Polar. Sick aggression. Was there any berries still in there? Sorry, I didn't actually catch it. Berry stuns here. Do you guys? It was like was trying. Do you guys send a berry stunner there, or are you intentionally looking for the gate?
In the
we do both.
The center. So you can if you like press the throw button as you land, you like spike a berry down and it hit the other drones as they land.
Yeah, I saw that.
And that's like a pretty guaranteed one that if your queen is aware of, you're like unlikely to like cause a big problem with the queen there, but you can get a little advantage. You can't really do it with more people, and it'll often be like just berries flying everywhere. I don't know. I don't think the berry stun is worth it. I think maybe the first one where you spike it is not bad, but if you're going to try to throw it up at the queen, it's like generally the fight happens so close that, at least how berry stuns currently work, the berry is probably going to bounce off of their queen into yours. And
Yeah, I've definitely been killed by team berry throws. I'm just like, well, that killed me. Sweet.
yeah, I think just it adds a layer of unpredictability that,
Yeah.
like, if you're the one throwing the berry, right? Like, it's, you know how to respond to it because you're ready for the situation. But if your teammate's the one throwing the berry and you're hovering there trying to kill the other queen, you're not as ready. You have to react as well, and it may not go well.
Yeah. I've been replaying this sick kill here from Webby, final kill here on Cranked with the gun. That's just like, in my opinion, a super easy read for a gun to make there. Good on him to like hold there in that perfect spot. You want to get it right where, like, even if whether they're on the ceiling or they're standing up, or like on the gate, no matter what, they're like the spot that he ended up pulling that trigger, they're always going to be within, like, a hitbox is always gonna, or a hurt box, I guess I would say, is always gonna be there. So really, really solid read on him to do that there. That was very, very good.
Nice shot.
Nice shot, mate.
Hell of a shot, mister.
Go to 5 sets.
This does go to 5 sets. 2 of them are gonna go kind of quickly though. The next 2 are gonna be pretty quick. Or no, I'm sorry. This goes to 4 sets, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, gold beans. Sorry, we didn't. Gold beans once again. I think again, Polar doesn't opt to kill Miller Wan, and it kind of just ends up being free beanie babies.
Well,
Yeah.
it was luck.
Yeah,
And
really
kill
get a
the
kill
girl
on
now.
either of them, yep.
Yeah.
I think dies while he's at it. It's
A lot of
heavy.
mid berries.
Oh, look, what the fuck? He has these like
bounce through.
fucking berries, dude. I hate it, but I love it.
Where is it?
Oh, right there. It's about to come for you.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, that one? Yeah.
picturesque, dude. I think, oh my god, so good.
Yeah, there are a lot of good rollers. Like, you can, that one berry that got sunk from the spot luck was in, you can do like 4 different throws, and
Yeah.
it's just like so good. You could just like pick the right one. Like, I'm pretty sure if you bind throw there at the same spot that they're running through, he could also get it in that same hole.
I'm gonna watch it one more time because I think at that point he sinks that berry here. Both him and Miller Wan are about to die like 3 or 4 times in a row within like 5 seconds. This is definitely the point where I say you need to, like, they have no one up. I would want 2 people up now because like we're not getting anything through Fungal and Warby at that point. Well, they get 1, so I mean, you know. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Like, come out, just come out.
Who coined berry sickness? It's such a good term.
I think it was Corvito, right? Corvus, was that you? I think it was him.
Corvus. I'm just gonna go find the
Who knows?
the earliest
Corvus snuck in here at some point. Oh, this is so unfortunate. This hurts me. So great job on Derp. Derp gets that far berry in. Now it's a pretty simple berry. And like,
it
oh,
is Corvus.
oh no.
Oh shit!
Corvus
Poor
is the first
kid.
time berry sickness is said. Oh, that was, if Dirt fucking stood still, that was a berry mine, I think.
I know, it hurts. Oh shit, I'm sorry, I'm so upset about that. Miller, no, move! He dies. Too.
Just get up.
And it sucks too, right? Because now Queen's
Yeah.
on last. Now you need to like get everybody out, and you gotta dip, dodge, and dive for that. If I'm blue team here, I think I would want to leak berries at this point.
Yeah, it looks like Fungal's gonna put a few in
Mhm.
or try.
Yeah, because they were so far behind for a while. Honestly, with Queen on last, maybe some people I would understand if you would opt for full mill here too, but I think either works at that
Oh
point.
God, Fungal.
Yeah, the bumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they've got
Oh no! Oh no!
the pressure back on the blue hive a little bit. Wow.
They're not doing the throw from below, so it's kind of hurting them.
All right.
Oh, they don't know it.
Quick pull. Quick pull.
There's a try.
Drone ledge with a hand or empty-handed.
Drone ledge empty-handed.
I prefer empty-handed. Yeah.
100%. If you die with the bean in your hand, like,
Yep.
It's going in.
unfortunate. That is truly unfortunate. I'm watching Fungal's Great Adventure here. I think the man's trying his best. But Blue Warriors are not staying up, and there's no one to escort him.
I liked Gold going 3 up right there. That was probably should have happened way earlier.
Yep.
But
Okay,
like,
3 up.
Space.
they went 3 up and then one died
Did they?
as soon as they they had 3 and
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
but Blue
Miller
has
won-
no warriors, right? Like, this is the this is what you needed.
well they
Yeah.
got they got the 3 up and then they killed all the warriors and then one
So
of their
here
warriors
I
just
would
went
want
and
Dirt
died.
Bucket, and it was like to
Right.
both be escorting.
Yeah.
And have Crank.
This is kind of like
Crank
that
Legend in
final.
the hive.
final
Oh, and
stage
then the
push.
cheeky fuck tries to get it himself. I like it, Frank. I mean, I hate it. We probably shouldn't, but I like the thought.
Somebody's gonna try kicking it and it should be the mace.
That's dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Push that up.
Oh my
That's so
god!
funny. The queens are just taking turns trying to hit that barrier. Let's go, it was luck. I see you.
Look at Polar. Look at Polar. Look at Polar here.
He
Like,
tries to kick it as
Tear
well.
off his
Yeah.
chin. Oh, that was nuts.
Dude, if
Oh,
Miller knew that throw, it would have ended because Polar tried to.
Would have ended like 2 minutes
Yeah.
ago, I think.
Dang.
yeah, I think Gold did what they could there at the end. Polar, clutching it out though, only has eyes for Cranks. It's hard too, right? Because like in that moment, do you like if you're Polar right here, it's like okay,
That barrier was going in.
there's babies below you. There's it was luck to your left, and there's a queen on top of you. What do you pay attention to? And yeah, it's the queen.
No.
It's the queen. It's insane kill there.
Good job by Blue to hang on there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
by their
definitely.
fucking fingernails, dude.
Yeah, honestly, if that throw was like known by the gold team, I think it would have ended like several times.
Yeah, it's a definitely one to have in your pocket.
I definitely do not have it in my pocket, so I'm with you, Gold Squad. I
The
don't-
it's gone back to what it was in the Hydra patch. You can do the Lobster Buster throw where you line up on the edge and bounce it off the side, like the side of the left platform, like the
Yeah.
edge, not the wall.
Gold team, early gold berries here, looking real strong again.
Yeah, with the shield.
He is like that was it. I'm pretty sure if I turn on the
No.
comms, I make a mention of him like pulling a U. Hold on.
It's at the start, but they're just popping out their
Keyword
first
can
mill.
attest, this is
It was like
my
pulling
shit.
a
Yep,
Jame,
we-
just
yeah.
staring at you.
Our snail fights have devolved. We'll just stand on opposite sides of the snail of each other and watch. It's it's so good.
It is.
Like, all right, we can just both sit here and do nothing. This is fine.
I
Yeah.
fear here that Gold has gotten the sickness though, right? Like they just got wiped 1 second ago, so I totally get not popping someone out immediately, but like you're so close to
Yeah,
finishing.
Dirt comes up. They're doing alright.
Yeah, they're so close to finishing though. Oh, what a pinch!
Nice.
Do you go 2 mil
Dirt
here?
bucket.
Do you stay single? What do you do? If
I
you're gold
do
team.
mil. 2 mil.
I like to.
I fully believe
And they do. Great job.
the bottom
Suck.
3 rows on this map are a given. If like you should not get the sickness just because you have the bottom 3 rows in. because
Yeah.
those 3 that are the ones that are left on gold are so easy to
Oh,
ledge.
it was So something that we like, so in arcade, it's very commonplace. It was luck again. That was so good. It's very commonplace that you get your there's a map called Dusk. You always get your top berries in first because they're harder to get in the long run.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's something that we haven't really done. Is there any maps that you do prioritize? Oh, Miller.
That's what me and Goose do.
You
Helix.
prioritize
Helix.
top berries over bottom berries at the beginning.
On this map, me and Goose, so I'll put in those 3 that are left. I'll try to get in the left and the right of them, and then if I can, I get in the middle one. There's a nice little cheeky throw you can get from the middle platform. I focus on those, and Goose actually puts in a couple berries that free up space for me to do a full throw to the top. We really focus on getting those tops in first, both on Helix and on Tally.
I think I like the idea
think that makes the most
of
sense.
a team hint keyboard focusing
Good for it.
on these top
All right.
berries there.
I hear you.
If
If you have to dunk them, fucking dunk them.
that's what I'm thinking, right? In the
top
open,
berries.
Yeah.
even
No,
if you have to
no
dump
dunks.
them to get them done at the open.
NDA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
don't
right.
go out.
All right. We'll work on this. Cause I don't know. I think that's super powerful. I totally agree. And both of these teams
Yeah.
have the same dunks left at the end. But if you optimize that, within your thought process and your game style, I'm not gonna, even if the bottom berry is open and it's easy to get in, taking that extra second to do that. I think also, same thing for this map. I think if people were gonna run beans and you prioritize those top 6 for dunking them first or throwing them first, I think that Spire berries would be a lot easier.
Yeah, you
So
should try
that's why
that.
we
Spyberry sucks still.
Try that against us.
that's why we ignore the middle pile actually until we don't open on the middle pile on gang.
For the
'cause-
record, I think that we have
Can't throw it up.
won scrim matches with Spire berries against your team more than any other team. So you discredit them, but if you
Oh, my
need to
team?
use them,
I
yeah.
have no recollection of this.
I don't think we've ever lost to Spire Berries in a match though.
When
No,
it counts.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Shut up.
As we say this, Webby pulling the Spire berries unironically. Right, and I think Gold kind of gets super hasty. I'm gonna rewind a little bit. They immediately just, this is 20 seconds before, they immediately just two on that hive super quickly. I think I maybe want an objective push here. What are you guys thinking?
I want them to just drain the berries. Drain the
Yeah.
berries, hold the bottom gates. You have
Yeah.
the mill.
Yep.
Like
Don't even need a ledge, honestly, if you just drain the
Yeah.
berries.
ledging is a waste of time on this map. It's it's a bait. You're just forcing yourself onto their turns when you could just get rid of every single berry and they'll have to climb 2 miles to put a single one in.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
poison berries
Yep.
quickly. That.
Hell yeah.
I like that. Webby just across the field, and now they have all 3 workers in the blue hive. I think I would have liked this
Yeah, that's
to space it out a little bit. Oh, that shot, double gun too. I love it. I love it
The
so
scissors.
much. Schmizzers.
I don't know. What I see here is Gold has 3 warriors in the least important part of the map.
Yeah.
And
Blue's
just
getting
gonna
up for
get a bunch
free
of
every
swords,
time.
Yeah, but the beans are still poor. They're still getting the beans past them. It's taking forever.
All the beans are gone now though, so it's gonna be.
And now it gets tough. This is when the game really starts, and Blue's on last, and they still have to get 4 berries in, and one of
Yeah.
them top berry. So
Yeah.
They have 4
closest berries are
left.
in that grass patch.
And
Yeah.
next
Keep
we
those
have
away.
double gun again.
God.
Gold squad. I think get down, Mr. President moment right there.
yeah,
Fun Gold putting in work for oh god! Gives me anxiety. Great job on the gold squad to like pull that out there though. I love this gunplay here. This is the game that they wanted from the start. Like, take out the beans and gold's doing great.
Yeah. The only bean that matters is the last one, and if there are no beans to carry up,
I mean,
doesn't matter.
they had 2 guns, but they got 1 queen with it.
They got a warrior kill too. I don't know. I think
They were up for a while. They didn't like accomplish a crazy amount.
And then Derp Bucket, sorry, I'm gonna back up a little bit here. Cause I'm pretty sure Derp has like not died like the entire game. Like he's just been in the hive. I'm backing up really far now. He like didn't die this pretty much this entire game. It's just been like rotating guns. I'm fast forwarding again. I think this is about where we were.
I think only a blue drone's been on that side of the map.
Yeah, a great job from Derp to stay alive through all of that nonsense. Yeah, Webby, just come out. Just come out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gun, gun, gun now. Get the fucking gun. Oh, not the queen, the gun.
Oh.
Oh my god, Polar once again. What is nuts?
finally, oh no, it was speed. Dang it. I want to see swords.
Oh!
Right?
Yeah,
I
I
know.
know.
I could just get swords.
Get a sword up. Get a sword up.
Yeah.
He's gonna get speed and then grab a berry and climb up to the gun gate. Like,
No, he gets a sword. He gets a sword.
Oh, there it is. There
Oh,
it is.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you, okay.
Luck's like, alright. We'll play now.
Yeah.
You need a sword on this
Yeah.
one.
They have a la carte warriors here. They had one of everything up until Miller went down.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So this is where they want him. It was luck to push him
Yeah,
towards
great,
the maze and
great
Craig to
spacing.
hold his head.
Yeah, Crank's gonna take out the last fun gold warrior here. I love the spacing that he pulls down here.
He's trapped down here now.
Yeah, now he's trapped. Now Craig just needs to hold his head. So if he tries to get out, he stays out.
Yeah.
I don't agree with Snail. The other
I
queen's
don't
on
either.
last.
Yeah. Queen's on last. She's trapped down there. That's what you want. That's how
So
you
I
finish
think
up the map.
I disagree with you guys. I appreciate it. It's about to put the pressure that they needed this entire game. Like if they would have just been doing this the entire time instead of fucking around in that hive, it would have been a different game. But they wasted, in my opinion, a lot of time ledging and a lot of time not pushing their own objective. So I'm glad that it finally happened. I would have wanted it to happen a little bit earlier.
I mean, they had pressure on him there. He got, I think, actually had a gun. That was a good time to get a gun, and he didn't.
Yeah.
Because the queen was down there, like, super trapped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, this snail just was cooking. It's cooking so far. Oh, Polar plays well in these raps, though. Yeah, like, fuck the beans, I think. Fuck the beans. And I think you just focus on the snail here. But they left the ledge up there again. Oh,
Blue rides
it
it
was luck.
back, like,
Nice.
to the middle of the map again, or past the grass, and, like, Snail's, like, almost never going to complete then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just leave it in the grass when we ride back. Just leave it in the grass and run.
Yeah, it
It's
was
so
kind
easy
of
to
ledging
kill.
for a little while, and I guess I understand why. Like, that's a really close objective. Like, he was with his team for a long time, and then he like kind of pulled back and forth as he saw the bean come up. But I think you just stay. I think you stay there,
Yeah,
which he
just
does. He
let him do
eventually
it.
does come back. Yeah, let him. Fuck it. Your snail's so close. Like, I think the snail at this point means this many meters is greater than this many beans.
Yeah. I mean, they were never going to complete berries on this map.
Yeah, and the
Yeah, once
patience
they got
too. I
frozen-
think they've been playing this map for quite a few minutes now, so the patience there and like the wherewithal to like just get it done and get it over with. Like, good on luck to come back and just close that out.
That's a weird spire.
It's a very weird spire.
Interesting stuff. Yep.
25 and 23 from Dirt Bucket. That's nuts. A great beans. And Webby just has like 25 beans like every single set. It's kind of nuts.
That's awesome.
Could have had a few less on that. That's fire.
Alright. So many pods in this set. They played a lot of pod.
I think pod is the most likely map in the random rotation.
I think so too.
And I think split's the least likely. That's working theory.
Ooh, that was a ballsy speed.
If you have a space for it, go for it.
Yeah.
Working on almost got my throw down.
Let's go.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna start it over again.
Damn it.
Self pass throw is a little hard, but instead of
Um,
sitting around like a big goof.
What's he doing? Throwing the berry dumps.
The timing's a little off.
oh, cranked. Let's go, buddy. That was solid there. I'm gonna rewind for a sec. I like that. I think
if he went to the left just a little bit earlier, could have got him up a little bit earlier, but they got up and
I was
worked
gonna
out.
say it feels like he doesn't even need to dash there. He can kind of just like lip himself in almost. So it was almost a little bit of an overextension. I think he corrected it though with that dive up or the dash going forward. Once again, they get so scared of these beans.
just have map control. You don't need to
Yeah,
ledge
just kill the baby.
on this
Oh.
mapper's fire.
Good on. I mean, they attacked really well there. I like that they're swarming together and then they kind of like release. Oh, Nikki! Oh, shit. I'm gonna-
Oh,
that
I was
hurt.
about to say, Nikki being up there as a ledge is like a waste of a speed sword, but then they
Yeah.
went in, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figured itself out.
yeah.
Nikki with the
That could not be here.
self-awareness. Yeah. Oh, I do that all the time, Nikki. I hate that. That's like a curse. I'm rewinding to that. I have this complex where I'm like, no, must stop form. And no, your life means more. But I would
think-
have done the same thing.
It's a winnable fight. I think in that situation though, you go for the queen instead of the worker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's like a hard, like I think he was just trying to hard read that, like assuming the queen was gonna dive. But Polar is
Yeah.
very patient, so I understand why it happened too.
It is less likely that the queen's gonna dive if the gate is their color already.
What a wonderful J there from Crank. That was really nice.
Berries on this team?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Chuck
Damn.
Berry's on this team. He just popped
Let's
up in
go.
there. It
Oh,
was
what's up, Chuck
Luck.
Berry?
I think Luck was up most of this map on this maze, if not the entire map. And then yeah, boop. Really,
I like the long
strong
Webby.
from them.
It's hanging out.
We got a long Webby.
Get me in the skate.
Who won the last BQK?
That's a really great question. I believe it was gold. I'm sorry, Blue did definitively win the last one. They had really
Nice.
strong open.
Let's see.
Is it-
Oof. That open if you go through the hive, if you don't get a lot of drone kills, it's tough.
Yeah.
I think it can be good open, like KG does it really well, but
Oh, Chuck
you don't get any-
Berry. That's like a queen's like nightmare right there. What he just was able to accomplish, like all these bump offs. Craig's like, please die, please die. Oh, okay.
Ooh, I don't think either of them was happy with that.
Yeah.
it's heavy.
As a warrior, I'm definitely like, I'll take it. I like gold switch to beans when they couldn't come out, and then they get a Nikki sword on board. I think it worked. It accomplished its task, but this is the point where you need to come out now, immediately. Oh, Nikki. Oh, Nikki, you're nuts.
That was Webby alive.
What the heck is happening?
All of them alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone lived.
There's so much clashing.
Yeah.
That was like a 4-person clash.
Yeah.
That That annoys me. I hate that. Oh god. Oh god.
Clink.
That's cringy.
That's just mistimed dashes and shields. Like,
Yeah.
Nonsense.
I think. Well, they did get up off of it because Nikki fighting in the hive brought like every blue to come fight him.
Yeah.
But at least as a warrior, if I'm the first to get up on this map and we're against 3, I'm gonna try to take the gate control. Like, I'm gonna go to that middle of the wrap area, and I'm gonna try to like go with my queen to take a gate so we can get another warrior up.
Yeah.
But it looked like they didn't need it because Nikki just had everybody bumping him in the.
Yeah. I think right here, Gold had, Blue had really great spacing because Chuck is about to go under through the sorry, let me go back. What warrior was that? Fungal is holding through the wrap, so if Craig tries to dive through, he can catch him there. Chuck Berry's fighting there with the queen, so he can, catch anything. So really great awareness there from Blue Squad.
I feel like that was the difference. Gold was not next to their queen, but Blue was.
I say it a lot, and it's in like casts and stuff. And I think it's like a really big thing. And it's not like it's the queen's fault or the warrior's fault. It's like both. You got to communicate it.
Yep.
Warriors and queens should try to fight together because they're really strong together.
Yeah.
And if you're just going off on your own and dying, as the queen or as the warriors, it's like you could have taken like an advantageous 2v1.
So we're gonna see Gold once again. Polar, I think you, please, if there's anything you get out of this, I want you to murder bottom baby runners. It'll buy you a lot of time on this map. Miller Wand just doing a great job hitting everything perfectly. Again, I think though, I would probably, if it's that free, I maybe would want to invest in putting in a couple more tops first.
I think
there's
both
something...
queens also. Oh my god.
Oh.
Did Fungal just put in 2 for the wrong team?
I think that there's definitely something to... Oh, Polar! I think that there's definitely something to the idea of, like, being more strategic about which berries you're getting in first. I definitely think I want to start exploring that more. Watch Polar Poetry here, though. He just, like, dives into what should be a pinch and comes out the successor. Yeah. Just nuts.
Being able to flap off of a dash is like so good.
Was that another good kill through the red. An accident? I don't know.
No, that was.
I feel like
Polar waited for that.
He stops, he comes up and waits, and then goes.
Yeah,
they even come through.
I do that all the time.
Yeah,
it's a very good spot.
Watch Webby with these beans. I love this. Oh, Webby and Fungold together.
Fungold
jumps up. I want to be on the picture.
That was a fortunate bounce.
If you go back to where that dash through the wrap happened, so this is like a really like interesting little thing. Is so if you're Polar Poetry here and you're hanging out at the top, what a crazy double. And you're hanging out at the top. So if you dash into their dive, right? The thing is, they have to clash with their dive. They can't clash with their dash in that situation, unless you're like super slow. Because in order for them to be low enough to dash into you, their dive sword has to go lower than the platform.
Yeah.
So you are able to kill them before they're able to kill you. Which means the way to survive this as cranked in that situation is to clash it with your dive.
With your dive. I was gonna say, I think as a rule of thumb, especially when I'm queening, I like never go through a wrap unless I'm diving. Like,
yeah, he wasn't diving. He was just floating down.
Yeah, and that was like perfectly timed with his him coming.
He might have been trying to like bait him out.
Yeah.
The alternate is you can flap up a couple times. Yeah. And if they dash early, then you can dive into their dash.
Yeah.
I think he was waiting for that, but he just really mistimed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't kill them with the dash, so you have those two options, or just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And Polar gets him.
I think another pathing here too, if I was cranked, is I mean, you could just like literally pause or like fuck all that going across the map stuff. Just like poop, like pop through this wrap straight up in here.
It doesn't get used very often, but it's definitely the quickest way.
Yeah, definitely could have bought you a couple of seconds. Probably could have stopped at least.
You could have probably
goal.
killed one goal there and gotten in the way for Webby.
Yeah, but that's a hard. In the moment, I don't think a lot of I until recently I wasn't really thinking about that either. As a sword, that's kind of what I do when someone starts screaming to like go to like if I'm escorting and then we have to start focusing on the ledge. That's usually the path I'm taking now.
My last note for Helix is both the queens, their opening on that was to ignore everything and get somebody up safe gate on base.
Yeah.
And I hate that. Both of them should be killing the other workers because there's just so many parries going in. If one team, like, you're going to get up on the base gate anyway, it's fine. Or just get the sword gate. But, I don't know. You got to stop those berries off the open as a queen.
You like have to, if a warrior goes mid, you like have to kill him. Or worker.
On that note, guys, I gotta head out. Daddy, thanks for having me on, and these are great matches to watch. Yeah, look forward to next week. Bye, friends.
Bye.
Later.
Yep.
I feel like we've seen more times than not. We've seen Gold having solid footing here in these opens. I'm gonna start from the beginning just one more time so we can watch what they're doing. Really, really solid for them. Nothing special, I guess. They're making it happen with what they have. I think getting those early beams in, getting like 4 or 5 berries in within like the first like 20 seconds solidifies so much for you here.
Such a bully, but I think he stayed there too long.
I think he got shield too early. He could have got like a few more beans in.
Yeah.
It was luck at the beginning. But
oh, what a lucky bean, dude. Watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, that is nuts. Watch Miller Wan here. Oh, clink clank. I love that bean. That was so cool. Yeah, they're pouring in for Gold Squad. I'm loving it. Nikki doing a great job spacing out Polar Poetry there. Oh, wonderful job.
Ooh.
Yeah,
The point blank.
It's those same ones that are left.
Yeah, I mean, watching this has really given me something to think about like how valuable it might be to like, if you know there's berries that you always end up focusing on at the very end, prioritizing those earlier on.
They're such easy
a
throws.
read. Sorry.
all the buried holes on this are so easy, so
Yeah, it's just like these ones require you to either throw from far away or be directly under it.
yeah.
Like they're a little hard to dunk, honestly, because you got to get past everyone and then jump. So, kind of wish, like, I don't know, you might as well just get them in early.
Yeah, I love throwing these in from below now.
This was Gold's game map to lose, and I think Polar definitely like.
Well, they're up in queen lives most of the time.
Well, no, it's tied here until the last 10 seconds. Like, things just went south very quickly. Polar capitalized perfectly. Don't tag the gate. Oh, my heart.
Well, that was a good Polar watching Webby on the snail.
What a read.
Definitely paid off.
Yeah, if there's no reason to tag that gate, don't do it.
Big read there. Great stuff from Polar. Again, though, I mean, both of these, this set a little bit faster than the last couple, but I feel like both teams just they play their hearts out and they play so well together. I love watching them play each other too. I believe this is the final set here. Only Flaps does do 3-1 over Whiskey. They're bringing in Manouche here. Number 1 Manouche fan hype here. They're gonna leave Chuck Berry in for the other side. Warby did such a phenomenal job too. I think her and Polar, just I can't say enough, they play so well off each other. And then I feel like Webby and Fungool have a really awesome chemistry as teammates as well. So Chuck Berry is just a phenomenal compliment for them. It's very, very strong mill player there too.
Nesting flag.
My BFF nesting.
I don't know how to feel about this map.
I don't like it.
I like it, I
Depends
hate
on
it
the day.
sometimes.
I like it, but I'm bad at it.
hated this map for so long. And then one day, snail pushing just kind of clicked for us, and I love this map now. So I just watched this. I didn't realize this when I was casting, but there was an accidental berry put in for Blue Squad by Cranked, and I think this is where it starts.
Oh no!
What ends
That's where
up being
Did they bury on this map?
a berry
no.
map now. Yes. Yes, this is
Wait.
now a berry map.
was
That
Webby in?
one accident spirals everything as they unironically run berries on this map now. Does this
People
count?
need to,
I
they
think
need to
it's okay.
experiment more. Yeah.
I think it's fine. I think
Yeah.
berries have a lot of potential in this map. It's just
They do. There's a lot of entry points, and the walls there kind of make it so you can throw pretty carefree.
I think
also if you're a drone and you're jumping straight up and you don't move left or right, and you get killed without them hitting your berry, it just goes straight up. And
Yeah.
you can put in the berries from below that way.
Kill me.
You can grab a berry and stand on your gate and just jump straight up and hope someone kills you.
Oh, fun goal. Putting in work here. Comes out Speed Mace, and then he's immediately going to get 2 picks that are just super valuable. First off, Derp, and then they're going to get a Speed Luck. Very, very, very nice. If you're going to come out quickly and do work and go down quickly, if you do that in the process, I'm proud of you. Chuck Berry doing a phenomenal job being like an anti-ledge, I guess we could say, because you're gonna see him peek in and out of his own hive here a lot. He goes down here, but he's been like, he'll make sure his hive is cleared, then he's running away, he'll go kill something somewhere else, and he always comes back to the hive, which I appreciate. Oh, 2 beans get dropped in there. 1 away.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's doable. If the other team can't hold on to the snail like beyond a mill fight, you can bury this map.
I also love Webby. what
Yeah, I
Webby
like
is
that
doing.
throw he's doing to drop him
Yeah.
into the
Oh,
hive
and it almost
from afar.
happens. But Luck's not gonna let that happen. Luck knows all the angles here, so you gotta.
Would that have even gotten in though? Like he's just trying to throw through the
I
hole.
think it would have.
Yeah, he's just trying to get it in there. It'll land on the
So-
platform and they can pick it up.
Sure.
Yeah, that's happened a couple times. It's landed on the platform, and then Chuck Berry had it when he spawned.
Oh
once,
hell
and then
yeah,
I think
Cranked
Webby
get
had
in
it when
there
he spawned
using
one.
his head. I love that. Oh, watch Cranked here. That kind of hurts me again. Just those unfortunate bumps that happen, like just super
Yeah.
sliding off the top of a warrior. It's so frustrating. Manoosh with a speed drone on the snail. I don't hate it. Oh, Chuck though.
Yeah, Crank messed up that punish. I think you just
Oh,
keep riding and hope Crank dies at the right time.
Chuck Berry,
This is
once again,
insane.
he's in there clearing out. Very nice job there.
If it wasn't for that Webby parry, I think Chuck would have died there. Yeah, he dies later
Yeah.
to Cranked.
I love that.
That parry stopped Cranked.
But watch Craig,
Yeah,
watch
right
him, watch
there.
this J. Oh, that's like smooth like butter. That was so sick. Oh, Derp tried, but it stayed in there.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta.
That's
Parodies act weird with dashes now. You gotta like land yourself on the ground and then dash through it.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he kind of went right through that berry.
yeah, I think he did
Yeah.
what he needed to do, but you have to walk it, which sucks, because then you're putting yourself in a position to like get clowned on from the queen through that slot.
Uh-huh. I think you can also right there, you can just wait for the iframe to run out and dash through it, like just react to that.
True.
And then if somebody else's iframes are out, they'll grab the berry and also die. Or just float over the hole. Like
Oh, Chuck Berry over left gate. I love this. It culminates in just like a couple of really unfortunate things for the rest of Gold Squad, but it's the start of something beautiful. Love that. Really good stuff from Chuck there. Yeah, blueberries once again on this map. Gold didn't really pivot here, except, I'm sorry, they are starting the berry poison. So let's go back. I don't know when they start it. Okay, Luck starts it on the left side. You see he's poisoning berries here.
Yeah.
So yes, way to be like cognizant there. And then Manusha's gonna come and poison berries on the right side. So good shit to pivot if that's gonna happen.
Yeah, it doesn't even like matter that much that they're down on mill because they're focusing their mill up at the top, so you could just poison these berries
Yeah, great stuff
and
from
still
Gold.
get up.
That's oh my god, how did Polar survive that at the beginning?
Wow. Wild fight. If Polar hadn't gone up there, I was gonna say there's no reason to be up there anymore, but Polar went in.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that's like a free kill. Yeah, but now they should leave.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they do,
They do.
kinda.
Much in their own hive now.
Yeah, you poison the berries so you don't have to ledge anymore. Polar.
At it.
Yeah, big two maps on the board, super quick for only flaps. It kind of looks almost a little bit like Whiskey lost a little bit of steam here. I think like their mill is usually so cohesive and really calculated. Also, we didn't see as much It Was Luck gun on than we're used to.
Yeah.
But their objective pushes have been so where they could be. They've been super solid, and I appreciate that.
It's way too early for shield, yeah.
I agree. I think the idea is like, oh, that's unfortunate. I think the idea is like shield and then gun. Oh, Manouche, let's go, baby. Shield and then gun, but the gate was just never there for him.
I have experimented with shield on this map, and after they patched out trapping people, it's not worth getting. Because it messes up your throws now. It just changes every throw, and now you've gotta, like, just dunk everything, I guess. Or get a gun.
Oh, these queens are like, they're like, let me hold you. And the other queen's like, no, leave me alone. Oh, so close.
That was a nice play from Cranked.
Yeah, and then Blue here, who, I mean, pretty much every tally, they seem to have been on the back foot, and they found their footing here. Also, Manouche gave them a berry, so it was a little unfortunate. But they're coming back. They have Snail in place. These berry runners are getting past all of these ledges. I definitely would recommend against like this clumping that they're doing. I want like one person kind of like rotating through the snail through the wrap, and then one on each side. And I think Queen, like, you don't need to tag the gates because you had full warriors already, right? Like, I think you're staying in the hive with your team, and you're kind of cycling to the snail. Oh, what a clear there. Let's see if he goes back for Chuck. Yeah, he does. Clutch ass Cranked plays right there. That was nuts.
Snail's gonna win them the game though. They're now spending luck on it.
Here's the thing though, I really do think this map more than any other map, it is easy to come back on beans, just because, like you guys said before, the berries can like come from anywhere. Oh, derp.
I definitely think so, but it's
unfortunate.
I got a ledge better than that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go, Webby. Oh, third time's a charm, son. Yeah, I think this map more than any, you can come back on beans. So like, I think you have to be patient. You have to keep your mill lives. But if at first you don't succeed, go again. Do it again.
Yeah, you can't come back on beans if you got 3 up though.
Yeah.
Yep.
44 and 7 for Cranked, but four deaths for Polar, keeping his lives there. Definitely long run held things out. And Webby with 19 beans, 781 on Snail, just beautiful objective pressure. I think Chuck Berry, and especially on that Beetle map, put in so much work helping to facilitate really great stuff there. Alright, so this is the second time we've done this. I felt like these are going pretty good. Thank you guys so much for hanging out for these. Any last thoughts, final thoughts on any of the maps that we saw today? Any overarching messages?
I think the ends of maps are somewhere to kind of look at what the plan is and how to kind of coordinate that. Because it's definitely different than openers or mid. You kind of have to shift your strategy as berries are running out or as objectives getting close. And it's going to differ by map, but there were a few times where somebody had momentum and then continued playing mid game and the game just kind of drug out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think blue team, you know, on the maps where they had insane objective pressure, it ran away. And I think, especially on quite a few berry maps, they did fairly well. Tally was definitely a map for gold team. That's definitely a very, very strong map for them. Helix as well. I think when they have like super berry dominant maps, they were able to facilitate that well. I think escorting for gold team probably could have been having like a more dominant objective from the start could have helped them a little bit. I think Polar's aggression as a queen is definitely something to revere and like study and pay attention to. I think all queens can look towards that kind of aggression as something to really fine-tune and see how they can make it happen in the long run. I feel like that's something that KG did, right? I think when KG first started, we talked about this before, about how, like, he was so aggressive and everyone was like, what? And he's found a way to adapt within that aggression and just take people out. And I see a little bit of that in Polar when I watch him play. Just fearlessness, a lot of YOLOing, but he makes plays. He definitely makes plays happen. So
I think just like a little more like optimization on not like movement per se, but on like macro decisions, like the opens. I think a lot of pod opens, they just kind of went the opposite direction of each other and played safe, and a lot of Helix opens, they just kind of nobody killed any workers, and I think Split 2 was a bit like that. I think just like a little for both teams.
Yeah, I think for every map, there's certain like micro decisions that have really large macro implications on the long term. And I think you pointed some of those out. I think the Helix bottom baby is one. I think we talked about it at the top. Split, right? Those early, you know, making sure that your warrior comes out, but also killing the opposite team's top berry runners, I think has huge implications. First warrior on Tally map definitely has like denying that. If you can deny first warrior and at least one berry runner, like if you can kill two babies from the top, I think on Black Queen's Keep and Tally more so than other maps, like you're cooking.
Yeah, with the killing of drones, some of the micro queen movements, rather than using full dash movements and dive movements, like getting some more of the what's the word? I can't think of it, but like Penguin and KG are both really good where they cancel a lot of stuff and just are not necessarily flying around the map at full speed, but like wherever they are, it's deadly.
Yeah.
That kind of micro movement, I think, could help with some of those things and maybe build some confidence in killing some of the workers at the beginning of Helix and some of the other maps.
Yeah.
Because we did see, I think, both queens at different times struggle a little bit with trying to hunt down one drone.
I think a lot of sorry, not to.
No, you're good.
I think a lot of, on that like note of queen movement, a lot of what can set people apart on queen is their ability to act before a situation is clear, if that makes sense. So like if you're just reacting to where other people are,
yeah,
you're gonna miss a lot, and you're gonna be like a little less deadly than somebody who sees generally where someone is and just picks the safest way to move through that area, and does that before the other person has a chance to even think about what to do. And that forces the other person into a situation where they need to react. Like going for like movement reads like way earlier over trying to get yourself in a scrap and then reacting on the scrap. Just like take the fight to your advantage, I think.
Yeah,
And-
there's definitely some like anticipation almost.
Well, it's like watching people in the rap. Like you kind of
Mm-hmm.
see they're gonna come.
Mhm.
All right.
Definitely check the rap.
Check the rap. Watch the raps. Fight in the raps. I love raps. I love rap play. So much fun. Also, Caesar salad raps. Very, very good stuff. On that note, I'm like
Hungry.
super hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Goose, keyboard, Jame, of course, and Lunchmeat, who dipped out a little bit earlier. Thank you so much for hanging out today.
Yeah, thanks for letting me join. That was fun.
Yeah. We'll have more again
Little
in the
thing.
future. And to all of you out
Be
there
awesome.
in KQB land, thank you guys for hanging out with us, for doing these VOD reviews. Thank you so much to Whiskey Business and Only Flaps and their captains for reaching out. One, letting me cast this game, and two, letting us do this VOD review. You guys played outstanding. It's definitely something to pay attention to. I'm so excited for both of these teams and what they have coming for them in the Killer Queen Black community and IGL this season. So please make sure you're supporting and tuning into all of their games. Final thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys all have a wonderful MLK weekend. Black Lives Matter. Check in with your homies, and I will catch you all in the raps.